Okay, I want to make a quick video of the NanoVNA H4 handheld vector network analyzer. So I got this because I wanted to have an antenna tuner that was inexpensive, and not a tuner but an analyzer that was inexpensive, right? So this one, when I bought it, cost me I believe it was around $79. It might have been 80 something, but it was right around $79, $80, around 80, 85 bucks, something like that. And I just bought it back in June. I used it for field day to get, help tune my antennas that I was using on field day. That was the main reason I got it, was to have that available. And I really have been enjoying using it. I wanted to show you how I use it to do SWR. And this is the NanoVNA H4. There's different versions out there. I like this one. It's simple and it works for me, so maybe it'll work for you too. But you'd have to find it. It's not this. The one I got, at least this one, on Amazon, is no longer available. And now I notice here also the price is like 106 bucks or something like that. So the price went up on it, and now it's not even available. It says $105.99 for it now, Prime, but it says they don't know when they'll have it back in stock. But anyway, it worked for me, and it's been working for me. And I'm sure they have more of these around, but I just want to do a quick review on it and show you how I use it, because I like it. I think I'm having a good time with it. So it comes in this nifty little box and all that, but when you get it, it comes with the analyzer, of course. Let's keep that. See, keep that where you can see it here. Let's see. And the way I use it is basically just turn this dude on. It boots up, and I've already got this, stuff saved in it. But I'm going to do a different setup on it today. Usually I have it set up in channel on my memory 0, which is indicated over here on the left hand side which one you're using. I don't know if you can see that. If you see the C0, that's the it's using that memory location, and I have that set up for 20 meters to scan between 14.074 and 14.350. To scan for SWR and SWR only in that area. And but what I want to do now is I've got a G5 RV antenna that's supposed to be good from 6 meters all the way up to 40 meters, and I just haven't been able to find a place where it actually tunes without a tuner. And I've got this, the 70 feet of coax that's recommended. I've got the ladder line that that came with it. And so, but like I say, I haven't been able to get the tune on any of the ham bands, be resident on any of the ham bands by itself. So I was going to just I thought about going ahead and just checking that G5 RV with the analyzer and doing a scan from 40 meters up through 10 meters and just see what it actually can do. And I'm going to set that up to do. I'm going to set this up to scan that right now. The first thing you have to do, though, is you have to let me move this out of the way. First thing we have to do, well, let me show you this first. This is the analyzer, and it comes with the cables you need. This is not included. This is what I use to hook up to my antenna. You'll need to get one of these, but it comes with the cables to charge it and all that, and it comes with the pass-through connectors, and it comes with these little loads. This one here is an open load, this one here is a shorted load, and this one here is a 50 ohm load. So if you take a look at the for instance, the open load, you'll notice, I don't know if they focus in on this or not, but you'll notice that there's nothing inside there. Basically, it's just an open load, so there's no connection between the primary and the secondary of the coax, the shield and the lead. On this one here there is, but it's shorted directly. So basically it shorts the coax shield directly to the lead of the input of the coax. And then on this one it just gives you a 50 ohm load across, kind of hard to gather. Anyway, that's the 50 ohm load, so you can calibrate to 50 ohms. So the way that I use it is, what I do is I bring it out, I go ahead and hook up my pass-through. Hook that dude on there. And then we want to put on, let me move these out of the way. And then we're going to put on the little nipple. Put that on. And then we will go ahead and the touch screen. So what we'll do is it comes with a stylus, but this works out fine for me. It's easier to hang it on here. So you start off with the menu. Let me get where you can see that a little bit better. Hopefully see that somewhat better. Oh, that's great. So what can I do to make that better? So if you see the menu, first thing we want to do is we want to set the stimulus, which is the frequencies we're going to scan. So we'll click on stimulus, and we'll pick the start, and it brings up the box with the numbers. And so we're going to start at, so like I said, we're going to do 40 meters through 10 meters. So we're going to start with the lowest frequency. And so for me, 40 is going to be 7.175 on the voice band, right? 7.7 point. Let's see if you can see this or not. 7.175 meters. So now the bottom here, if you notice, the bottom has changed to 7.175 meters. That's the start. That's where it's going to start scanning. And then we want to change the stop where it's going to stop at. Now we're going to scan the whole HF 40 through 10. So we're going to go 28, 10 meters. We'll go 28. Let's go to 28.5 because that's where the end of the novice band is. Let's just go there. So 28 to 8.5 megahertz. Alright, so now you're going to scan 7.175 from here. 7.175, we're going to scan all the way to 28.5 megahertz. Alright, so that's the scanning. For now, we want to calibrate. So if you come into the menu, we want to go back. We set our start and our stop. We go back, and here's where it says CAL. We hit calibrate, and then we're going to hit calibrate. First one we want to do is the open. So you want to set the open first. So to set it, what we do is we put the open plug onto the end of the nipple, like such. This is the open one. And to calibrate the open, all you do is you tap the one that says open with the open plug on there. So now then it automatically comes down to the short. So now we want to put the short on here. Put the short on. With the short on there, we tap you see it or not, but it's asking for you, it's telling you the short. So we're just going to tap the short, let know the short's on there. Now it's looking for the load. It moves automatically down to the next one, which is load. So we'll go ahead and set the load up. Remove this one, remove the short plug. And we'll put the load on. And now we'll go ahead and calibrate for the load. So we'll tap the last one, the third one, which is load. Tap that one, and then that's it. Now we're done. So down here is where we hit the done. Now we're going to save that one to a memory location. I'm going to save it on number 4. And now it's saved. And so now it's actually scanning right now. So if you look at this, along the bottom, you'll see that down here there's a yellow line and a marker along that yellow line. The marker, number 1, if you look up here, it's on the 14.212 position of the scan, and so across the scan it's 1-to-1. SWR is 1-to-1 across the scan with a 50 ohm load. And I can move, doesn't matter where you move the marker. You got the little button up here that you can use to move the marker. See it moving down there, and the frequency's changing. Wherever you move it along the marker, it's going to show 1-to-1 because we've got a 50 ohm load on the unit. Alright, so now let's put it on the antenna. Let's put it on the actual G5RV shorty antenna, which is the, supposedly 6 meters through 40. Now let's go ahead and put the antenna on it. I've got the 70 feet of coax as is recommended by the manufacturer for it, and I've got it up, and I've only got it up about 25 feet, and I don't have it in a I have it in an L configuration. It does pretty good for me, actually. I've got it shaped in an L configuration, and I have it inverted, so it actually comes down to about 12 feet off the ground on each end. But I get out, and I get out pretty good. I get some DX, and I get across the United States, and I just talked really clearly with Australia the other night. Of course, the band's been really good. So let me go ahead and hook up that feed for that G5RV. This is the 70 feet of coax. Runs out to the back of the lot where I live, and okay, and now we're scanning that whole frequency, that whole range, right? And you can see where the dips are. So this is where the marker's at right now. It's indicating a 1.1 to 292. Let me move this over here so it sits better. Now it's showing a 1.1 to 3.05 at 17.197 megahertz. So let's move the marker into the range of, let's say the 20 meter band, right? So we're going to go to let's go to 14. Down at 15, The best SWR at 15 is 1 to 1.45. And coming up into the 14 megahertz, or the 20 meter band, at 14.212 we're at 1.0 to 2.69, which is tunable, right? So I use the Alinco tuner, and it tunes fine at the 14 and at the 20 meter band. So at 14.212 and 13, so you can see that the 14 is between is 14. The 20 meter band would be somewhere between 1 to 2.0 to 2. Or 1 to, let's see, actually it'd be somewhere around 1.2, 1 to 2.6, 1 to 2.5, 1 to 2.4, something like that. So it's going to be tunable. Now you get up in the 40 meter band, which is the 7.0, the 175, it's at 1 to 3, and it just goes up from there. So it just goes higher from there. So from at 7.6, it's already up to 1.395. At 7.388, it's at 1.344. So anyway, it's somewhere between 1 and 1.0 to 3, 3.2, 3.0, something like that at the in the 40 meter band. Now when you come all the way up here to the into the 2800, up in the 10 meter, so at 27.860 is the next good spot. It's 1.0 to 1.46, and then it's up from there. So when you get to 28.073, 28.286, it's at 1 to 1.72. So it's the best resonance in any of the ham bands is going to be in the 10 meter band, and at the 28.286, around 28.3, just getting into the voice frequencies for the 10 meter band. So that's when by the time you get into those frequencies, it's up to 28.500. It's at 1.0 to 1.87. So yeah, that's how using this VNA analyzer. And it works, you know. I can put it up on I use it to tune my Wolf River coil that I use for portable operations. I'll use it to tune that coil down to about 1.0 to usually around 1.3 or 1.2. Sometimes as high as 1.5 with the tune, and then use a tuner to tune it down the rest of the way. But anyway, that's how I use this NanoVNA network analyzer to do SWR.